Holy Universal, and welcome to the Chain Dogs podcast here on YouTube. Hope you are all doing really well in the chat. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. We understand that Traitors is on at 9 o'clock again. So obviously Emma didn't have a word. so that's let us down.
That's the real reason she's not here.
That literally, she's like, I'm not rushing around like I did last time. Sean's the same. It's just like, I'm not rushing around. I'm not missing a second of that episode. So that's what they're doing. Now we don't know.
Sean's gonna be watching Traitors while on set.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
She's got it up on his phone while it's filming.
Yeah. So we've got RCT Limits, Bullock, we've got Matt, we've got Ads, and Out on Back Travel. Hope you're all doing very well.
We are not live from the field.
We are not live from the field. But yeah.
Sean,
I wonder if they're still sat there.
Am I the only one with working heating is the question happening right now. Right. Both apparently on hats. And I'm like, t-shirt.
I ain't got a hat, man's a hood.
Funny thing is,
my heating isn't even on currently. Just my room's warm,
and mine is. I just felt like wearing. I didn't feel like combing my hair. So I just threw a hat on.
Yeah, same. I have that problem.
Yeah, I know you can relate.
I feel like combing my beard. That's it. But yeah, we've got a quick fire show basically tonight. But we didn't want to let you down, so we're here. There's a show. Well done on
episode 1, 2, 3.
Consistent.
We are consistent. We're determined that 2025 is New Year, new Chain Dogs. That is what
like all New Year's resolutions. It will
go to shit.
It will die a death.
They go to shit.
I dragged them both on. I don't know what to tell you. I caused an uproar in the group chat. So if you
congratulations on to when
get yourselves in front of these cameras.
We get cake.
It was like, yeah. We're punching pie.
What are we getting cake for?
Because we've done 2 Wednesdays in a row.
Yeah, get cake.
Is that the prize? Is that what Ads is giving us?
Yeah, free cupcake. We're going for the free Pete.
I also like that you just before we went live, Luke, you were like, I'm just gonna press go live and see what happens. Like going live.
No, but right. So pulling back the curtain a little,
a lot of things.
It's changed what we use. We use StreamYard to stream, and normally you have to press intro, and then it starts playing the intro,
then
and then
press
go live, and then yes.
Oh, really?
Now you just press go live, and it plays the intro.
What does it just keep asking you? Are you sure or something?
Yeah.
Sure
Literally, like, are you sure you want to go live? Are you actually sure you want to do this?
Do you want to think about this first?
You really want to do a podcast? Like, I should have asked myself that in 2020. To be fair,
He's like, how much money is this really making you like?
Yeah, literally, nout. Nout.
I wonder if actual professional podcasts have to go through that. Like, whenever they start going live, it's just like it's getting an onslaught of like, are you sure, lad? Think about this. The market's dying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a bit competitive now. Do you really want to do this? Is it worth doing a diss track for? That is the question. Anyway, Six Flags, Great America.
Use for Rack of Lamb.
Yes, Rack of Lamb. We're trying to say it.
Because Luke can't say it.
Wrath of Rack Sasha.
Hey!
No, it's Shasa.
Shasa.
Rack
Shasa.
Rack of Shikaka is opened at... well, it's not opened. It's opening at Six Flags Great America.
It's being constructed.
It's been built. But they've released a POV of it, and it looks pretty damn fun. I don't know what you guys think. Like, the layout looks snappy and very inverted. Yeah, lots of inversion.
Probably
the main thing,
the most exciting looking dive coaster layout that I've seen.
Yeah.
I'd probably like there to be one role less than there is.
It doesn't seem
have that replaced with some kind of airtime moment. But I mean that's just a small nitpick of like element choice. But the rest of the layout looks good. I like it.
Ads, can you just let us talk about one topic before coming in with like facts and just like, nah, they can't even rate the park as it is. They don't need a new coaster. Forget it. Put a wacky worm in there. Like, maybe this will be.
But the last bit of if it's remotely rough, it will be utterly terrible. Luke says, "Oh, the rendering looks really smooth." Yeah, it's a rendering.
Yeah,
it's B&M. It's not.
Also, the Bad Wolf rendering was shocking from Busch Gardens.
Utterly terrible is dramatic as fuck. Relax, please. If it's even remotely rough, like it'll be fine.
I mean, considering how many inversions they're throwing in it. If they then all transition into that inversion, like was it Iron Rattler? Not Iron Rattler.
Iron Rattler.
What's the new one?
Iron Menace.
Iron Menace. Yeah, imagine every inversion has that transition into.
Well, that's the thing. Like from people who have ridden it, what I heard is that it's not really like it shakes when it has an open train. When it has an empty train. But it's not rough.
Open train, just restraints going round.
Yeah, right.
What about the?
No. It doesn't. No. It doesn't rattle like generally. Like when you're riding it, it's just that one jolt towards the brake run. Is what I've been told by people.
Yeah, but I'm saying what with B&M's current track record, every transition into an inversion will have that jolt at the moment.
I don't know. It's just how
I really don't think. And you know my stance on this. People fucking
rattling on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rattling on. Yeah, I know. It's B&M. Like it's either going to be great or. Yeah.
What's the overreacting? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, like I think it might like have a bit of shake due to whatever the fuck's happening with the
just everything.
design tendencies at the moment. But let's be honest, it's not gonna be that bad, is it? Like it's not. Like dive coasters aren't the most agile coasters to where a rattle is gonna turn like whippy transition into something that you have to brace for. Like it's not gonna be that fucking bad.
No,
it's just not good. Like just because it's not like super glass smooth doesn't mean it's gonna be a write off. Like it's gonna be fine. My thing is, in fact, it's not even like a thing that I have. Like it's like no one's expecting it to be like a world class, addition to any park, let alone to a park that already has not only like 12 to 14 coasters. I don't know how many Six Flags Great America has, but also this is like their fucking 5th or 6th B&M now. Like it's just gonna be another addition to the lineup. It's gonna be fun to ride. And fun to look at off riding, and that's it.
It's. I think it's going to be. It's going to be a very good. I mean, our friend Tim, he goes there a lot, and he's like really excited for it. I mean, the consensus in Chicago area and stuff is that everyone's really excited for it. And the way it's changing the park as well, because it's in an area where you can see. On the rendering, it's fantastic. Yeah, time's down, guys. Sorry, guys, but the rendering is fantastic. So if you want to go and watch it on Six Flags Great America's YouTube channel. I think they've got it on there. But it shows it's in the middle of everything. Like at one point, X-Flight goes off the drop and it comes past it. Demon goes round. Raging Bull's going round. Max Force is going round. Goliath in the background.
The Immelman just right up against what is it? Demon, the arrow looper.
Yeah, Demon.
Like it gets right up close to it, which is pretty cool.
It is. It's going to be one of them interactive rides that you get sometimes in a park, and it becomes part of the experience of the ride, if you know what I mean. Bit like how Icon is, where you just wrap around everything and it's just part of the ride experience. Just whizzing past everything and stuff. But I think it's going to be a nice. I like the color as well. The color they've chosen is pretty cool.
I like the blue on that track. I just like blue coasters. I think
blue coasters are cool. They're nice, clean. Can't see there being too much theming. Maybe a nice entry sign. They're pretty good at doing entry signs.
I don't know, man. With a name like Wrath of Rasputia, I think
Rack of Lamb.
Wrath of Rasputin, as I said earlier.
Wrath of Rasputin.
There's a lot of different.
Let us know in the comments what you would call this ride.
Like, there's a lot of different storylines and narratives you can take with a ride called Wrath of Shaka Khan. Like, I think one thing that I think is a choice is that where the first drop is positioned, they have the pathway going directly basically behind the drop.
Yeah.
Instead of in front. So like when you get closer to the, directly underneath the track, like you'll be looking basically at the bottom of trains coming down.
Yeah,
like, you're not looking at people's faces, which is an interesting choice. It'll come down to like how they had to have it positioned in that plot of land. But
yeah, it is very compact.
I just wonder if that could have been done a little differently. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will open a path. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know how old that render is, but
they might not have wanted to dig much.
Yeah, yeah,
as well.
That is very true, because that gets very fucking expensive when you start digging holes.
They were like, well, if we put the path behind it, we don't have to dig a pit for the train.
Yeah,
no, that makes the bridge for the path. So yeah, bridges cost money.
Bridges cost more money. But yeah, right. So let's talk about Helios, the new Mack coaster.
Helios again.
That has,
but it needs to be talked about.
Give it to me.
The craziest outer bank I think I've ever seen on a coaster. Like, I don't even know what it's doing. It's just left to right. It's such a quick.
I don't know. Hyperion might have something to say about that, but
I mean,
yeah, no.
Looking at it now, that is.
Like, have you got the photo that I shared? Like,
I haven't got it to put on, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. No, I shared something. I shared something in our group chat. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. I think it was on Instagram. I didn't get it from Instagram. I saw it in Discord, but just showing basically like the first drop is about to be, or in the process of being, complete today, I think, or have been. I guess I'm 8 hours behind you guys. But
oh yeah,
like the photo was taken from in front of the drop, looking directly at the outer bank.
I've got it.
Which basically, it starts right, like directly under. There you go. So right underneath the top of the lift, and then just swerves around the lift.
Yeah,
looking at the other side.
Earlier, because I had a look at the picture quickly. I was just like, oh, it's like Voltron's outer bank, but no, it's even crazier than Voltron's outer bank.
You mentioned that. I didn't realize way more exaggerated.
That it's straight off the drop into that.
Yeah.
As well.
So all of its first momentum is going right into that. Like the air time on that thing is going to be spicy.
Yeah.
Who's given Mack what? Like they're on something right now.
It looks like they've gone into No Limits and just rotated the coaster, and that's what's happened. They left 2 nodes like selected.
Yeah, unselected, and it's not.
And it's just gone whoop, and they've gone. You know what? That actually looks pretty cool. Let's keep that. Be interesting.
Yeah, that's insane.
I really want a dive coaster with a backwards drop.
Do we know how many rows it's going to be? Is it a 2 or is it?
I think it's 2. I think it's a 2-car train.
A 2-car striker.
Yeah.
Matt wants to drop.
It might not actually. Am I getting confused with the?
No, it is a striker. I know they can do strikers with short trains.
Right.
Yeah.
The striker is just
compact.
an upgrade to
the
Big Dipper trains.
To the Big Dipper.
That's all it really was.
Yeah.
Most of the main structure stayed. So
with how compact that layout is, I would be shocked if it's... Yeah. I'd be shocked if it was any more than 2 rows.
That's gonna.
But yeah.
So
I don't know what this ride is. This ride's so interesting in just what they're giving it the ability to do with such, like I said, such a compact layout and such if you've seen a side profile of that lift and the drop, this thing is not tall.
No.
Like it might not be over
a tiny thing.
Yeah. And for it to be,
is there any RCDB on it yet?
I mean, probably.
Let's have a look.
I don't know.
Googling.
We haven't made a jingle.
Hey, Luke, you make music. We need to make that a jingle.
We do.
Googling on air. No, there's no data on it.
Oh wow.
On thingy, but it could be that I might be able to find something. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's just really interesting to me to see the elements that it's pulling off in such a tiny space. And like how, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it paces through all of that layout as well.
That's kind of what I was trying to say before. Like, I can't even imagine what the pacing is going to look like. Like, normally you look at a coaster and you go, "Oh yeah, I've got an idea," but the Outer Bank, man, that's something else. It's something different.
It is a difficult one to tell because the only other examples you really have of it is like Lost Gravity.
Yeah.
And then Voltron, but Voltron you can't really tell because it has mid launches. So
in my head, I'm kind of feeling like it's gonna climb. The pacing is gonna be like it's gonna climb, take the inversion, then come out quick, and then do the next thing, then come out quick, then do the next thing, then come out quick. Instead of it just
with that weird. There's the weird
of.
point where it comes up inverted, kind of uninverts, and then goes back on itself again.
Yeah.
That's going to have to be taken slower because that transition out and then back in would, if that was quick, that would be really odd.
Like,
but that I don't know. I don't know how much speed it's going to be able to build up on that lit.
It's kind of hard to tell how much lower, like how much shorter the Outer Bank actually is than the drop.
Yeah,
but I kind of just feel like off the initial build of momentum, at the very least, the entry into it when it starts cresting out, like that's gonna be a moment of strong airtime, which could transition into like some hang time depending on how much it slows down. I think that's
like, here, have a random coaster in a park that you were very unlikely to visit before. And now it's becoming I have to visit this park just to go on this mental thing.
And they will come.
Which a thing about that is that apparently is only going to open with one train as well.
Ooh.
But which sounds wild, like on the face of it.
It's a tiny park, though, isn't it?
Like you just said,
the gate figures.
People wouldn't really. I don't know how well they do in terms of numbers and stuff, but like I know nothing about this park. I know nothing about Fantasiana, but yeah, do you know anything about?
We need facts now.
But
the encyclopedia.
It's not like it was showing up as any notable place in terms of how busy it gets. Like no one was talking. Like I didn't hear anybody talking about this park until news surfaced that Wild Train was being removed.
Yeah, that's the first thing I.
So it's not like everyone was flocking to this place before.
No,
it's like how much crowds are they gonna deal with to the point where a second train was necessary? Maybe they just evaluated
find out.
and concluded that with how expensive trains are in general, let alone Mark trains, it just wasn't worth the expenditure.
Yeah,
in proportion to how busy they may or may not get.
And if this coaster makes them busier, then maybe they can afford another train.
Yeah, maybe.
So, I mean,
depending on how much they recoup back from it, how much the return on investment is, turns out to be. But yeah, just super creative layout. I don't know what the hell Mark is smoking. They, like I said, they've I've been saying, they've stolen Intamin's drawer of Coke, or at least some of it.
They've stolen Intamin's drawer of Coke, but they've also accidentally picked up some of RMC's meth. Like,
well, what they didn't realize is that Intamin's drawer of Coke contained some of RMC's meth in it.
Yeah, there you go. What the fuck?
On the whole,
and we're like,
Walter White's listening.
Yeah, all right. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah, literally.
Quite
literally. It'll be interesting. Depending on how this looks like on off-ride and POV, like, I might give this a go. This one looks like a fun coaster to visit and get it done.
What country is it in? Austria?
Austria. It's near Salzburg, so it's not actually the worst to get to either.
Yeah.
It is really close to Salzburg, so you can trains from Germany. No, trains out from Germany, so probably like from Munich or something. You could could tag it onto a trip to Europa as well, to be honest.
So I have coast to coaster up, just for some trip planning. Please stand by. Why is Fantasiana not showing up on Coast to Coaster?
Because they don't have the map yet.
They don't have any other coasters?
Yeah, they've just removed one. They removed Wild Train for it. Is it because they've removed Wild Train?
Maybe, but no. I mean, is there literally no other coasters at this park?
No, I think there is.
Hang on.
Tune in next week when our heroes find out.
Find out next time.
Maybe they don't have any other coasters.
No, do they? Let us know in the chat. Quick, you got 10 seconds.
They will have one coaster.
Wow.
When Helios opens.
Oh, no, they have
What?
They have
really? Wow.
They have a little.
No. Okay, yeah, no. That's I'm chatting shit. They have
a little art engineering launched family.
Yeah.
Yes, no, because I watched a POV of it, and that actually looks quite fun.
Yeah. A POV.
It has one coaster currently operating. It's quite funny.
That's mad. Yeah, so you can see why they probably.
But yeah, I don't get why it's not on Coast to Coaster. It should be.
It might be soon. It might make it. But yeah, so a coaster that goes round twice. The indoor coaster.
Oh no,
Aquila.
It is there.
What?
It is there? Yeah, it's
found it
northeast of.
Google blurred
Salzburg.
it. There's a reference.
You said it was near Salzburg, right?
Yeah, it's northeast of it, near Straßwalken.
Well done. I don't think I could have pronounced that.
I didn't pronounce it correctly. I can.
Wrath of Rack.
Yeah,
I pronounced it.
Wrath of. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's showing the name of the kids coaster, which is Fridolin's Verrückte Zauber Express.
You done?
I don't know. Anyway,
Right, what's that?
You done? Right, the indoor
Speaking of
coaster.
things we can't pronounce.
Yes, go on, Mikhail. Over to you.
What, the indoor coaster? This one's easiest. Well, and let me not say that and fuck it up. But
Yeah.
I think it's Aquila.
Aquila, yeah.
Is
Aquila?
or something like that. The new
Indoor coaster.
Vekoma multi-launch family coaster at Mandoria in Poland. I knew this was being constructed. I had no idea when it was supposed to open, and it seemingly randomly to me just opened this past weekend.
Yeah,
and
it was random, even to me.
I didn't hear anyone mention that it was supposed to open like around about this time, but apparently now have been told that the park opens 360 like all year round, so they can just basically open it whenever the fuck they want. If any like some POVs and like off-ride footage had been shared around from this past weekend. I think a couple POV videos have been put up on YouTube. If anyone's seen them, yo, this thing goes like it,
yeah, it does.
It moves, like it has some speed to it, and everyone's like, it's a Vekoma family coaster. Why is it moving like that? Like,
it's got some transitions as well, and most of it's in the dark, like what looks like in the dark as well. So it's very whippy. And it goes around twice.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? Lightning at Furavik. That goes around twice as well.
So is it the same style as Lightning as well then?
I don't think it's I don't know if it's the exact same layout. In fact, I don't think it is. There's no way they could fit Lightning's layout in that building.
I just on the RCDB page for it. Damn, them trains are cool.
Oh yeah. It's got
some cool ass trains
train as well.
Sure, put it in the group chat. I'll pull it up.
Super cool trains. I'm curious about. I knew nothing about this park either. But it looks like it's really well themed from what I've seen from the photos that have been shared. Like it's a really cool, very well themed looking indoor park. And they fit that coaster with that layout in like it seems like it doesn't go over like 30 feet tall, like like the building, and they fit a coaster that moves like that in there. Like it's really agile, cool. Like you said, it's got some really cool whippy moments in the layout and stuff. Apparently I tried to get confirmation on this from who I heard it from. I didn't get any kind of reply. Apparently it might be the first layout that Camille Bilson designed solely by himself.
Oh, cool.
Vekoma.
Nice. Nice.
Which would explain a lot.
I can be honest. I see.
For anyone who don't know, Camille Bilson used to either work at Intamin or be an intern for Intamin, and did a lot of work on some past like pretty heavy hitters from Intamin. Like I can't remember which ones, but he had his hands on a few of those layouts that came out in like the late 2010s, early 2020s. But yeah, he's with Vekoma now, and this might be the first layout that he did by himself. And if that's any indication of what these family coasters are going to be looking like moving forward, / what the future sit downs, the future like mega loopers, the future multi-launch thrill coasters look like, hey bro, we might be in for something really, really good for the development of Vekoma coasters over the next in the near future.
To see a Vekoma that whippy on a family coaster was like eye-opening to me. I was kind of like, oh, cool. So they can do it. Yeah. So they proved it. So it's going to be interesting to see how.
I said,
I wonder what the reception of it has been. Has it been
People
a bit
are
too
loving it.
intense? Has it? People are loving it. Yeah, people are loving it from enthusiast standpoint. I wonder what. I imagine
right,
everyone. Yeah. I don't know. Just maybe something to potentially think about, but no, I think it'd be right. I think it'll be doing well. It's just it'd be right. It's a fun ride. It's you know what though? It's like what John Wadley said, where it's like coaster needs to look good off ride and entertaining off ride. That does it like flies over a pathway at one point from a tunnel, which looks fantastic, and the area looks fantastic, and it looks really nicely lit as well. Shame we haven't got a POV to show you guys, but please do find one and check it out. I really would. But yes. Right, we've managed to make it half an hour into the show.
Very good.
Because Mikhail didn't want to talk about Universal for an hour.
Well, we've got one more. No, two more. Sorry. Before we get to the we've got
Efteling.
Yeah, no. Before that, if anyone's seen recently, Tony Clark, spokesperson for Cedar Point.
Oh yes,
on some like some presentation kind of thing a few days ago.
No CoasterCon, right? Maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Mentioned some updates about Top Thrill 2. That they are that Zamperla are still working on the trains, like they're actively working on them still. Cedar Point are expecting the trains back in the next few months, and they're expecting Top Thrill 2 to be ready to go for opening weekend on May 3rd. Now, I am skeptical about that. I don't think it's going to open on. I don't think they're going to have it ready by that date, by that weekend. But I have every expectation for them to have it ready to go by some point this year, like some point this season. We're gonna see it come back.
When do they close for a season? Because May 3rd seems like a really late opening.
Yeah,
but I suppose if they close
quite
late,
a while. Don't know. When did he open?
The end of their season?
Like end of October, start of November time usually. It's just it's like with it being
end to our season, and
yeah, because it gets full of snow.
Like 2 months later.
Yeah, so it's on a peninsula jutting into one of the biggest lakes in the United States.
One of the Great Lakes.
Right up there on the north border, it gets cold and windy really fucking fast, and they do get a lot of snow. Like they are currently dealing with a lot of snow right now.
Wow. Okay. 3rd of May. Is when it opens.
Yeah, Mikhail said that already.
Oh, Mikhail said that. Sorry, there's a parrot in here. I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident in them getting it open sometime this season, but I can't see it being May 3rd when it opens.
I wonder what they're actually working on. That's the
and speaking to that, I can't see Siren's Curse being ready to go by May 3rd either.
No,
because they haven't really gotten much of that construction done. Like, they're moving with it, but to
it's got a lot of testing to do.
Yeah,
a lot of testing.
It's got a lot of testing to do, but like the construction of that tilt structure, evidently takes a while because there's so much that goes into that. And then they've got the whole rest of the layout to do. Plus, they've got an underground trench to dig and build.
Yeah,
on that layout as well.
In a very difficult area to dig a trench.
Yeah, it'll be the first time Cedar Point's ever had a project that requires underground construction. They've never done it before.
That's going to be a learning curve, right?
Not necessarily. I think they'll be fine with it. I'm just saying, like they've got
where
it seems
it's
like
where the level of the water table is. As soon as they dig, they're hitting water straight away, basically.
Yeah, basically. Which again, like I think they'll be fine with it. I just think they've got a whole lot to do. Like they'll know the process they'll be fine with the process of doing that. I just
Yeah,
think,
they'd already
like,
have that nailed out.
it's a whole lot to do before less than 4 months. Well, in less than 4 months now.
Yeah, 4 months is not a long time
So
at all.
yeah, I think we're looking at summer openings for both of those, or maybe like mid-spring, late spring openings for both Top Throw 2 and Siren's Curse. I don't think it'll be May 3rd for either of them, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I'll be very happy to be wrong. Yeah, go on.
No, it's fine. I was just going to move it on. That's all. Just quickly, we didn't mention it before the show, but Toxicator has been seen testing at Alton Towers.
Yes.
Yeah, literally forgot all about it. Looks like Huss are there. Looks like they're moving the ride. So exciting. Hopefully it'll be ready.
Nothing, we hope, of Ride Cycle yet.
No, just literally going
from what we saw, it was just going around, not
it
locking.
Locked, though? Did it
No,
lock?
it didn't. It didn't, because I was like, oh, it's about to lock, and then it just went down unlocked. So I was like,
oh okay. All right. Right. It's teasing. They probably saw someone up there with a camera and like they
don't,
the whole place is closed off, isn't it? Towers is closed off now till Friday, I believe. It's just shut completely. No hotel guests, nothing, just shut. I'm sure I read that somewhere. I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I was. But no, it's exciting. Hopefully it'll be ready for opening day, March 15th. It's close. It's very close. But it's just getting I think like the main thing would be like getting all the theming in and stuff around the ride, the queue line.
Okay.
All that kind of thing.
Adam's message is a very, very good one. The default suspended topspin is Talican.
Oh.
That's the default.
Hit that button. Just hit that button and leave it. Like, that's it. Just do that.
Don't touch anything.
Just do that. Default Talican is fine. It's plenty.
Let it go.
It's great. Talican is great.
Let it do its thing.
That's
what everyone's hoping for is Talican's cycle. So
I didn't even think about this, but I wonder what the music like Talican's part of Talican's like vibe is the soundtrack that goes along with it. So I'm just wondering if
are they going to do that with Toxicator?
I'm a score going to time it with Toxicator. Yeah,
I mean, don't really have a hard job. They already have the timings from Talicans.
I'm guessing
we need to hit these same. We need to hit these same beats with this track.
And they seem to be getting a lot of plays on Spotify since they went onto Spotify. So
most of them probably
work.
Luke.
Yeah,
just
probably
listening to them on repeat.
Yeah, literally. It's good music to listen to. Apart from the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire bit, but that's always funny when that comes on. But I hope they have, because it'll be sick if they'd done that. It did look quite strange seeing a big green rectangle going around in Forbidden Valley. Like, I will say
because it was very hidden. Once all the additional theming and that's there, I'm sure.
I was going to say, I wonder what else is going into just the whole like theatric side of the attraction. Like,
well, I mean,
I did hear something about like it's gonna have water jets in front of it, right?
Yes, both sides.
Both sides. Yeah, and then there's gonna be like green light being like illuminating the water, illuminating the fountains. I did hear that, but I wonder if there's anything else
confirmed. From what we've seen on the plans and like what from the construction, they've got the kind of like two theming structures either side where the diagonal sports go out into, which I imagine will be themed to like just big toxic drums / mechanism to extract the.
Does the job?
Was it Nemesis saliva?
Yeah, Nemesis skunk.
Or extract toxin from the saliva. I can't remember what the story was.
Exactly. As long as there's something. Like,
it's nice that it's not just a standalone attraction, though. It's actually got some relevance to Forbidden Valley, everyone was like, "Oh, how are they going to do that?" And then they were like, "Yeah, well, Nemesis is a bit weird at the moment, so we need to extract its weirdness and put it into barrels and then spray it onto people because that's what Alton Towers does."
Sorry, I'm still watching this.
What?
The Wrath of Oksana. POV. And
like time.
That thing does pace well. Like,
yeah, it does.
It does pace well in that rendering.
Yeah, that rendering is cool. That's why I'm trying to say, like, everyone go watch that rendering of
for Toxicator. What the hell was I going to say? Yeah, like I did see a few people saying that it probably would have made more sense for it to have been built in X Sector than Forbidden Valley, which I'm inclined to agree with. But at the same time, I think they'll work it to where it may. I really don't think there's that. I really don't think it looks that like outstanding, like in a bad way, like outlandish. The big like neon green just in Forbidden Valley, I really don't think there's it's fine. I don't think it's that offensive, honestly.
I think Towers would have made
more money
if they put it in X Sector and themed it to Smiler, because the merch potential there is absolutely astronomical.
Sure.
So I don't know if they missed a beat with that, but we'll have to see. Maybe X Sector gets something cooler at some point.
But then, it's like, if you're comparing ride hardware in Forbidden Valley and X Sector, both areas have 2 coasters and no flats.
Mm-hmm.
So, Forbidden Valley, freshly no flats now. Now the blade's gone.
Freshly.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot blade's gone. Yeah.
So it's kind of like everyone was like, "Oh, X Sector definitely needs a flat." Well, I mean, and Enterprise is gone as well.
Yeah.
So they're both on level terms. It's kind of like it doesn't whichever area you put it in now has
doesn't have a flat either.
Say what?
Dark Forest doesn't have a flat either. No. So Dark Forest doesn't have a flat. And Forbidden Valley will have 1. Yeah, and 2 coasters. Forbidden Valley will have 1 and 2 coasters, and X Sector has 2 coasters with no flat.
So whichever in terms of really which area needs it more, it kind of doesn't matter.
No, it actually
X Sector still needs one.
Yeah,
X Sector still needs one. But if you were to put this in X Sector, then Forbidden Valley would still need one.
Legit.
Do you know what I mean?
So,
I mean, I just hope it sets off a continuation of Towers getting more flats down the line.
Do you mean you don't visit the Aramak food trucks? No. Never been open when I've been
there. They're not open. We can't.
It's streaming for me. I've never seen them open. It's the trailer park down there.
It's like the one out the coffee truck outside Thorpe. I've seen it open once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
It was open. I was just like, what? Because I always into Thorpe in the dome, left Costa right there.
The chips are banging from them trucks. Ads, Matt, go out in the chat. You know what to do. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about quickly. We'll talk about the Efteling Hotel first. For a move to Universal. They've opened.
Side note. Speaking of tilt, this is going to be really quick for me. Speaking of tilt coasters, Cotaland's Circuit Breaker looks like it could have been built in 1993. And I'm really digging it because the Vekoma tilt structure is hilariously over reinforced. I'm not going to say over engineered because that mechanism
is it like Marcus and Dan still that just been sat in a field for ages and then they've just put it up?
Wait, what?
Don't matter.
I do know what you're referencing, but I just love that structure, and because it's white, supports on black track, it just looks so retro to me, and I love it. I love that. It looked
Nice.
the photos that circulated recently look like they could have been taken in the mid-90s. And I love it. Anyway,
so Efteling has released render concepts for their up and coming hotel. It's basically a Gran Curiosa light. That's what we're going to call it. It's
it looks nice.
About it, so.
It's a nice looking renders.
It looks clean.
But from what I've heard,
have the renderings.
Yeah, I'll forward them into the chat.
I'll grab them quickly. Yeah. Sure.
From what I've
you just love how prepared we were.
From what I've heard of Efteling, it's not really up to their standards, though.
No,
it's like you'd expect them to go like a lot of whimsical theming. It's
not much.
Storytelling.
Not. There's just not.
James image. What? No. You sent them?
Like, does it look like really basic or generic?
You'll see. You'll see.
So
tune in after this commercial break. Manscaped, no, I'm not joking.
It's Gran Curiosa.
It genuinely is, though. Like, this is the first one, so I'll load them up in the order James sends them. So that's.
Well, no, you're about to get just a big dump of the rest of them. So
yeah, that's one of the rooms. Let's not start the rooms. Right.
It looks like a bedroom build from IKEA.
Let me show you this, because this one is more appropriate to what we're actually talking about, where it's like the Gran Curiosa, which is the bar area. They've literally it's just missing the carousel. Like,
yeah. So you can see what they're going
it's
for.
It's missing a Costa Coffee sign is what it's missing.
you can see what they're going for, but like Gran Curiosa, you have really nice, like ornate, like different like wallpapers and stuff, and just like everything ties together to be a story of a person's traveled the world and collected pieces.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this, they were trying to go for that kind of vibe, but just went, yeah, that will cost money. We need it built quick. Just paint it Magnolia.
They took a stop at Pret a Manger along the way.
Magnolia. Oh my god. Sorry, that broke me.
I wonder if it has the illicit ads operated beverage dispenser.
Oh yeah, right. So I think me, ads, James, Pete, Aaron were like the first people to get like beer and stuff from Gran Curiosa. Right. Okay. So show you the other side. So this is another bar in there.
That looks more like where you would have also like breakfast and that.
Yeah, food.
More of like the restaurant.
It's missing the robots.
Them robots are so funny.
I mean,
they dumped an entire stack of plates.
I mean, these look nice. There's just nothing about them.
It looks nice, but it's from what I know of Efteling, it's not Efteling. Like,
it's coming from someone who's never coming from someone who's.
Well, I haven't been
Efteling yet.
So
no. It like there's nothing about this. There's nothing about the imagery that ties it to the identity of Efteling.
And like the rooms, they're looks really like nice rooms.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like one of these really fancy modernized
Airbnbs,
like leisure complex builds that have like, you know, a Costa Coffee, a Tesco Express, a Pret a Manger, and then a massive apartment on top of it, a massive like block of apartments on top of it, or some shit. It might have a fucking Odeon in there, or like a View Cinema or whatever.
Yeah, but this is Efteling.
That's my point. Like this, it just looks like a generically nice looking.
Yeah. So
hotel.
The rooms, compared to like Curiosa's rooms, Curiosa has like really ornate, lovely wallpaper and like themed curtains.
Yeah.
Every pillow is themed to the story
has
the logo embroidered on them, and they've just gone,
tie it to the
let's just do a 2-tone wall. And
yeah, it's very
not much else to it.
Material limited, I would say the renders are.
I'm hoping that the renders are a very stripped back version just to show the shell of the room, basically.
Maybe.
But
I mean, you got that.
It's nice. I'd stay there. It looks lovely, but is it what they should have been trying to go for?
It's identityless.
Yes.
Like there's nothing tying it to any narrative of Efteling or anything. Like you could pin that up anywhere. And people would just like,
Ad says if I don't get that exact plate of perfectly rendered macarons, then I'm rioting.
Great to guest services. Nope.
And Rob says, is that a picture of towers in the red room?
Yeah, that's why I was just looking back then. I was like, is it? I mean, kinda.
Oh my god, it might be. It might be.
For continuity of the show, James, I think you should get me some Stellar Nova pictures while we talk about it.
Oh god. Good luck.
I know nothing about how this is being received either.
So, Stellar Nova at Epic Universe in Orlando has opened, open to the public. You can stay over now. It had a influencers preview 2 weeks ago, I think.
Was it even 2? I feel like
it might have been a week. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But they showed around. They did tours of the rooms. Yeah, it's about $180 a night, which is really cheap.
Don't even get onto the parking.
Yeah, the parking is like $65 a night, something like that. I think I can't remember now.
Plus tax.
Plus tax, $65 a night. Yeah. So it's cool. Obviously, we know what the outside looks like, unless you've been living under a rock. It's got the really colourful tiles that reflect the sun's light, and it's all different colours. It looks like a cosmic wave, basically. It looks really cool outside. But inside...
Yet again, we have an airport. Basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's clean.
Again, it's
not
nice.
Finished.
But yeah,
by no means it's not finished. So this is what I've just seen on social media. I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. Like when we did the ECC trip to Leesburg, we were given not complimentary stay, but very cheap stay.
Very, very cheap stay at
like 25 quid, 35 quid or something for it.
Yeah, for like 2 nights.
We were testing the hotel.
Yeah. Testing the rooms, testing the service. Like we were the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
What was this?
And when we went to Leesburg, Grand Curioso.
Oh, right, yeah.
And for example, I went into the shower and I turned it on, and I was expecting a beautiful rainfall. And instead, it just went fucking everywhere. Like all the like plumbing was wrong.
Fuck you, bitch.
No, it didn't even hit me. It like went in like the next room.
I had the better one.
It went through.
Intending to turn on the rainfall shower, turned the handle the wrong way and got the handheld head, which was facing me. Straight in the face.
So these are the things you do when you test a hotel.
Fuck you, bitch.
You test the lights. Multiple guests complained about some of the lights, how they worked
just
in
how
the
confusing
rooms,
it is.
how
Which
confusing
hasn't
it was. Yeah, I imagine it hasn't. But they fixed the lights though, and then like some of the other issues, like the doors, the fittings
all
on
very
some
minor
things.
teething issues.
Yeah, very minor details, but things like plumbing and stuff like that. Now, the hotel wasn't open when we were there. It was closed, and we were kind of testing it. Now, Stellar Nova is open, so people are paying 65 quid a night to park. They're paying $180 plus tax, plus whatever room they're staying in, Epic Universe View, whatever, for staying over. It's a genuine open hotel. They have the buses. to and from the parks, and there's so many problems.
Which just to that point before you carry on, what do you think of the point or approach to opening this one hotel? I don't know if the other one is open as well, Terra Luna.
No, Terra Luna's not ready yet.
Yeah,
no.
What do you think was the point or the motive or the approach? And to you guys in the chat as well, what do you think about this? To opening the park 5 months before Epic Universe opens.
I think it is a little bit of what we have with Curiosa, testing
people
it.
Paying for it. Yeah.
But then also they're testing it with higher capacity, having constant cycle of people.
Yeah.
And money.
They need to pay for a theme park they've just built.
Money, I thought as well. But it's also not.
It does seem a lot of.
I think though, like they've built the new interstate as well. They've built the new junctions to get to the hotels. They're probably trying all that. They're probably trying the bus service as well to and from City Walk. So they're probably trialing all that. They're probably seeing what reach they can get.
Just to make sure everything's ready to go by like the day that Epic Universe opens.
I think when Terra Luna opens,
smoothly,
it'll be what Stellar Nova will be at the time. So Stellar Nova will be finished. There'll be no problems, plumbing, all that shit done. Terra Luna will open to the same extent. So it'll be open ready when it opens.
Yeah,
and it'll already be
to manage
in the
staggered openings.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. And like just to make sure everything is already in the process of running smoothly when Epic Universe opens.
Yeah, because
which to Ad's point, you would think that they would want their even more extravagant hotel in Grand Helios to be opening like further, like earlier than when the park opens.
If you think about it, all the extra stuff that they've got now in Stellar Nova.
Yeah.
So if they were to be chucked in deep end Epic Universe opening day, they have a full hotel. They have never checked anyone in at that hotel before.
Yeah.
They need to get used to the systems. They need to get used to everything.
Training.
Staggering that opening.
That's fair.
Also, really useful. They can train people at Stellar Nova.
For Terra Luna.
And then over into Helios because the systems will be the same.
Yeah.
To manage. So, but then also what Ad said, he's surprised Grand Helios is opening the same day as the park. Yeah, I agree with that. Like it should be 2 days before. Because the from what we saw, there was sand coming out of the showers in Stellar Nova.
Yeah. And buckets in the gift shop, and they were fixing light fixtures during breakfast buffet this morning.
Just left over in the pipes that hadn't been worked through.
One of the bad things, though, is that the tiles are creating a lot of noise when it rains. The windows don't even make a noise, but the tiles themselves on the building make a racket, and it sounds like a bloody Geiger counter going off. It's like. Like when it's
loads of ticking, it's weird,
right? It's like being in a house at your mates and they've got one of them plastic conservatory roofs, like, and it's just going like that's it. It was really bad, but there was nothing on the windows, so like it was literally hitting the building and making a noise. Also, a lot of people complain about the light sensors. People were having showers and the lights were turning off, and then. They were turning on when they were turning over in bed, like the whole lights. So, yeah, there's problems, but there's going to be, but it's
now they've effectively given themselves 5 months to iron all these things out before the park opens.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I just think though, I get it. It's now a destination for Universal Resort, so it's now. City Walk, you can get to Islands Adventure, you can get to Volcano Bay, you can get to so it's just basically another Universal hotel in Orlando.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see it as Epic Universe. I'd see it as a destination that you can go to, the same as like Endless Summer. It's practically the same thing. So I would just if you're going to go to Orlando, maybe don't stay at a brand new hotel. Like like straight away. That's just open. There will be issues. But if you are just going for a Universal holiday and you want all of the Universal, so you want to see the construction of Epic Universe because you're a geek like us, and you want to be able to just get a free bus that takes 10 minutes to get down the road to City Walk, it's probably a good option, which is probably why they've opened as well, because they know they'll get people who are just going on holiday to Florida.
Yeah. Or trying to dodge the summer months.
Yeah.
And get in a time where it's less busy and capitalizing on that.
And we understand that the Traitors is starting, so goodbye. But you can always listen back to this on Spotify or YouTube or whatever. When you're driving in your car, when you go into Towers for opening day, for example, you could listen to it. But
just
if you are, shout out. Yeah, just get a friend. But so this is one of the...
Get a friend who lives in Orlando and stay there.
Yeah, I mean, that is...
I know not everyone has that luxury.
No, I mean, that's like,
Mikhail.
You know, yeah. So this is one of the rooms. So again, to your point, Mikhail, of the Efteling situation, it's
a nice room.
I mean, at least it has the galaxy like mural.
Yeah, I mean, what would you rather have, that or macarons?
It does look kind of. It does look kind of. It does look a bit cheap, I will say.
Now I want to show you the Men in Black queue. No, I'm only joking, but it does look like the Men in Black queue.
It kind of does to me,
right?
That is.
We're not
just missing some perfume stands and
a selfie sign on the wall.
And a Ray-Ban stand.
Ray-Ban stand of some alcohol. That's just duty free.
That is literally Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport with some shiny lights.
Mate, Manchester Airport wishes they could build something like that.
Oh no, Manchester Airport.
The new terminal for Manchester.
New terminals, like
the new one.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the bar's pretty
I
low
been to
for a
Manchester
theme park hotel. I mean, thing is though, like, picture this: you've been in Epic Universe, you've done Super Nintendo World, you've done How to Train a Dragon Land, you've managed to get
these
in Dark
really
Universe,
highly themed places.
You've done all these amazing themes, and then you walk back to that.
Like, don't get me wrong, it fits the vibe and the aesthetic of the hotel.
Yeah, but the aesthetic of the hotel is bright and shiny, fucking beautiful, colourful, cosmic wall that you can't miss in Florida when you're driving around.
Yeah, but then when you're inside, it's meant to feel like being on a spaceship, which
you're in a void.
Portrayals of spaceship is white clinical.
Is it got
Do you have any more images?
What are on these walls? No, I'm about to. Like,
I'm trying to find.
It looks like it might have some like galaxy paintings on these.
Yeah, it has
walls.
galaxy paintings,
or maybe they're just shadows.
Well, let me try and find.
But like, I like how that looks with the sun.
Oh, here we go.
With the sun roof at the top, allowing in natural lighting and
yeah.
You know, like
there's a closer one of the murals.
Sun reflections on sun.
I like the
sun reflections on the walls. Like it. It kind of gives me the feeling of seeing like a bright shining star in the middle of space. That's what I get from just this. Not this one, the one you shared. Not that one, the one you shared previously. That one. Yeah. Like it gives me the feeling of being just floating in outer space and just having a bright shining star like beaming in front of me.
Yeah, but
I'm just trying to shoot at some bail. But,
the most recent one I sent. The next one after that.
Oh,
if you can pull that one up.
Oh God, I've not even seen that.
It's looking back towards the actual.
Right, Mikhail, have you ever been into like a Hilton and like the lobby in the Hilton?
I feel like I know what it. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. If you're about to show me the one I'm looking at right now, then yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
One thing that I'm just going to say. One, Holy CCTV, because that is a lot of cameras on that wall.
Yeah, fucking hell! I don't even. Jesus Christ!
No, actually, bear with me because I actually got a photo of like people checking in. There was a photo that was circulating online. I'm gonna grab it with the queue. That was ridiculous. Obviously, it was the first day that it opened, but it just shows
from this angle, it looks like a bougie igloo.
Yeah,
holy shit, that's funny.
But no, that image of the check-in desks, like
this image,
where is the flow? Because they don't look like check-in desks.
Yeah,
and I'll prove
you
that
could
now.
walk in there and easily walk past it, not realizing.
They literally
look at that.
Yeah, that's not great looking.
Yeah, that is horrendous.
They literally, like, speaking to the airport shit, they look like those desks that like when you walk through the gates, they're the only desks that have plugs there, so you see people hoarding around, like, charging their phones and
oh my
shit
god,
with no seats.
And there's a JD Sports to the right, like
exactly. It looks like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it's.
I imagine when you're there, you're in the vibe. You're in the Universal
bubble. It'll be lovely.
It'll be fine.
It's a nice, clean-looking hotel as well. Like the rooms will be nice once they're actually settled in. But it doesn't.
Another thing is, like, they already have like a business and conferences looking hotel in Aventura Hotel.
Yeah.
Why would you want to make 2 more hotels that look very similar to that?
I'm hoping, because we haven't really seen anything of it. Helios is there. Nicely themed, like, keeps you in the story while you're in there, considering you're in.
Do you remember? do you remember when they like showed the official renderings of that?
No, I can't even remember.
It was just a bougie hotel.
It looked nice. It didn't look particularly themed to anything.
No.
Maybe a little bit in places, but it wasn't like.
I think
there was a bar. The rooftop bar thing has like some nice themes.
The rooftop bar's cool, but Liseberg's is nicer. I think Grand Helios. I think a lot of the draw for people with money will be the fact that they're actually practically in the park. And it'll be like what Fantasy Springs is at Disney, and you can just walk in and you're actually.
No, sorry, Grand Helios. Yeah, no, I didn't realize that was a render that I got sent a picture of. Yeah, I said that looks like the inspo pic that Mandy Thompson would use for.
Yeah. It looks like the place she found a photo of on Pinterest.
Yeah, it's her inspo pic.
We got one in. First Bastards of 2025. Love it. Speaking of Universal, things we might get.
Quick.
Yes, Universal GB is potentially happening. Woo. The mayor of, am I getting this right? Was it the mayor of Bedford? Or
mayor of Bedford was thingy, but no, it was the
yeah.
What's her name? What is her title?
She is the Chancellor of the something.
Rachel Reeves. She is one of the chancellors of.
She has the money. She does the money thing in the government.
She's like setting to approve quite a lot of big projects.
One near you.
For kind of like growth. One of them being third runway at Heathrow. She's planning on
Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Yeah, there you go. Chancellor Exchequer. So yeah, backing Heathrow runway 3. The long delayed Lower Thames crossing, which I hope continues to be delayed, because it does actually impact me quite a lot. But the other thing, which she's not really going to mention in her speech, but she has mentioned that she is poised to most likely give approval for Universal Studios to go ahead.
Yeah.
And that is within the next month or so that she is planning on making that speech. So
who knows?
Fingers crossed. We are getting closer and closer
Because if Stella Nova opens in Bedford, I'm going to it, and it'll be the best hotel I've ever been to.
It'll be the best hotel we've ever stayed in, and we won't have any issues with it whatsoever.
Nah, there'll be none. It'll have the best.
Because it's in America.
I'll be in that lobby screaming, Charles who? The fuck, Charles?
I don't think you can compare any hotel to Charles.
You don't even explore like that.
No, I didn't do that. What do you mean, stars? There's no stars in space. What are you on about?
You never even been to Rockburg.
No, like he didn't even know Fantasyland existed. Like, oh, we've done it again. Episode.
Okay, so on top, so to that point, can someone explain to me why Dan and Marcus are sitting in the field?
Because they're in the field where the car.
That is the field of
Universal GB.
Universal.
No, I know. No, I know that. Why are they just sitting there?
For the content, Mikhail.
No, they're waiting.
Everyone's going. Universal's going to open in GB.
Are they sitting there waiting for it to be approved?
Basically, they're basically the first in line.
They're doing the trench inspections. They're doing all the trench inspections.
No.
Now they won't have to sit there all long because it's probably going to be approved.
Like train spotting.
They're train spotting. There's a train right like that. They're train spotting.
Yeah, no, but it's good news. So hopefully we'll be able to, just
we'll have construction updates in the next.
Yeah,
year or so,
I mean, wow. If this happens,
Dan Marcus, come back on the show, please.
Yeah, we need him back on. Maybe if they do approve it, Marcus and Dan, if you're listening, that is when you should come on, like
live from the field as well.
Yes, make it happen.
Shall we go to them?
Field randomly.
Shall we go to them?
Yeah, we'll go to them
in the field.
Yeah, we'll go to them.
Rob, I might need a place to stay, Rob.
Rob, if you have a shed, you can call it Stella Nova, and I'll sleep in the shed. It's fine. It might be
just as long as you paint the walls white.
White walls, a couple of range canvases of stars, and we've won. Like, yeah. And if you can do them chairs, don't mind if the wood, but yeah, it'd be cool.
Just make the outer tiles out of aluminium.
I've got you covered. Brilliant.
So when it make the outside tiles out of aluminium, so when it rains on them, basically the entire neighborhood hears us.
Yeah.
Oh no,
honestly,
you've already got that.
Yeah, honestly, to be fair.
Like,
that won't be much of a job.
I think. I mean, I've stayed in Pop Century, and it is quite loud, like in the hotel. Obviously, loads of families and stuff, but the reports we're getting from Stella Nova is like it's ridiculously loud. Like the walls are so thin, and it's interesting to see which influencers from Florida are actually saying things that merit people's actual witnessed accounts of staying over compared to what we're hearing off people. And it's interesting. Let's put it that way. It's very interesting. So I just hope if they do build Universal GB and we do get a hotel, that it's got some fucking charm. Like, just give it some charm. Give it some. I don't
want a conference hotel. I want
charm. We've got too many of them. Like, we've got Premier Inns that look better than some of them rooms. Like, there's a purple light on the Premier Inn. I mean, come on, that's Stella Nova. So, I mean, it's just, I think the theme parkers took a lot of the budget. From a business standpoint, I think.
I mean, I wanted to, but
yeah, I know, but it's only opening again. This is, I go on about Epic Universe. It could, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. I ain't going
it's not a bad looking hotel. It just it looks kind of generic inside. That's my take.
Yeah, look, it looks generic, and I think we're getting slightly obsessed with the fact that because it's a brand new theme park and area, it should be themed up to the absolute works. But realistically,
it's not even that, because if you look at and I mean, it's supposed to be more on the level of the Endless Summer hotels rather than
it's
rather than the Lowe's hotels, like the Sapphire Falls and Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, Portofino Bay, all of those. But I don't know. Like, do you really need they already have Endless Summer hotels. You already have Aventura Hotel. Like you already have those.
Cabana Bay.
Can you not like make them just a bit more bespoke to themselves?
Yeah, especially opening. I'm kind of contradicting myself, but especially opening with Epic Universe, like across the road. It's and being part of the Epic Universe, Epic Universe. Well, I mean, you
Epic
could say
Starburst.
it is Epic Starburst. It is like basically being on resort at Epic Universe. Like it's slightly away, but it's an American slightly away. It's not like all the towers where you have to walk 9 million miles. You're expected to get a bus when you're staying on resort somewhere in America. You're staying at Disney, you're expected to get on a bus. You're expected to get on Skyline, expected to get on the monorail. At Universal, you're expected to go on buses. Like you can't get to Volcano Bay unless you get a bus or you walk from some of the hotels. So, or Uber. But it's it's a bit of a lifestyle that comes with being in them situations. I just feel like you're too close to the park for it to not be better than Endless Summer, than not be better than Aventura, for example. I feel like it just needed to be that step up.
It needed to be better, just a little bit different from them.
Individual in their own ways.
Yeah.
And want to draw a crowd, like want to draw people, not just because it's the newest thing. Like I think that's going to wear off very quickly with the park not being open. Whereas, like, for example, let's take Phantasialand as an example, because most of us have been. Charles Lindbergh, right? You're going there for an experience, but you're staying there in the park. Like, you're staying next to the park. You're so close, you can walk into it. Like, I can't see the Grand Helios being anything as good as that, like, experience when that opens. And also, that's in the park.
With, it because I haven't been to America. It does seem to be more of a thing that we do in Europe in terms of like themed hotels at like Fantasia, because like Matamba looks great. All the rooms are themed. Lingbao looks great, and like visiting Europa, while I didn't stay at any of the hotels, fuck me, they are stunning outside, and then looking at the rooms inside,
ridiculous.
Like the new hotel that opened at Park Asterix is the same as well.
Yeah. Chronosaur with Link to Rolantica, they didn't need to make this massive fucking Norse themed hotel. No, but they did. It has a skeleton in the lobby of like an ancient aquatic creature, and like the bunk beds in that, they're boats. They're little boats. They went to the level of theming that.
So imagine,
and
right?
Bespoke bunk beds.
Stellar Nova. They could have done Harry Potter rooms. They could have done How to Train Your Dragon. They could have done Super Nintendo. They could have done, everything that's in Epic Universe
themed to the park. Yeah.
And then you could have charged a fucking fortune for them, and people would still pay it. Like, because of where you are, what you're doing, the experience of doing it. But you're doing it at such a different level than just staying at Grand Helios because it's in the park. You're still keeping the Epic Universe theme into your trip when you're coming back to where you're staying. And I think that's a big thing. And I think that they missed out because they are really close to the parks and they are branded as Epic Universe, Stellar Nova, Epic Universe.
With that, the question then becomes, is that something you want to include as an incentive to stay at Stellar Nova / Terra Luna? versus paying a premium to stay at Grand Helios. But I get your point though.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like
there's a balance, right?
You want to provide an elevated hotel experience versus a budget hotel experience. So it becomes like if you include that in the Stella in the budget hotel experience, then like how much closer in quality do both hotels come to each other to like how much you're paying for one versus the other. But yeah, like there I feel like there's a way to craft a budget hotel experience that still gives the thing like its own identity.
Yeah, and I think that's where, like, going back to the IP idea, you could have split even across Terra Luna and Stellar Nova. You could have put Harry Potter and Super Nintendo as your options in Terra Luna, and then How to Train Your Dragon Dark Universe in Stellar Nova as a IP idea. You could have really pushed it where you could have your budget rooms, a bit like Alton Towers has its budget rooms, but then it has Smiler Room, has fucking Chocolate Room, has all kinds of different things. Now, I don't know if Stellar Nova does have these things. I've never been, and nobody's shown them, so I couldn't tell you.
We only see the basic rooms.
And if we go to fucking Epic Universe, we only get 1 day access, like this year.
At the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, which is why I'm not going this year. There's no point. It might as well go when it's all into the 14-day pass for Universal. That'll be a different story.
Anyway, we've
World though.
Yeah,
I'll be another.
We've gone on about hotels for a little while.
We have
another Universal thing.
Yeah, just quickly.
Family.
You wanted to talk about about family in California, right?
All about the family. Yeah, I'm getting that picture you sent last. Is that the most up to date?
No, it is not. That's how quickly they're moving with it now.
Shit, I'm gonna. It's a video clip. No, I'm gonna throw it up just so we've got a bit of a reference image to go on.
I don't know.
Where are you? There you are.
I don't know. Like it's
boom.
It's just always cool. It's just cool to see Universal have so many active projects going on, so many active major projects going on. Like it's very cool to see that they're taking advantage of this continued wave of momentum that they've had since Hagrid's, is it?
Yeah, like I think Velocicoaster has been like the catalyst of these newer things.
Well, I was gonna say Velocicoaster, but
yeah, you might be right. Actually,
yeah.
Maybe, and then stuff they've done in Japan as well.
Maybe Velocicoaster is the opening Donkey Kong Country expansion to Super Nintendo World. Maybe Velocicoaster is the better one to go with because Hagrid's did have its issues when it opened, and it wasn't until like years later that they've got it running smoothly. Velocicoaster right out of the gate was a smash. Like smash it. Like absolutely nailed it on basically every in every department with that rollout and the opening. And ever since then, yeah, we can sit here and say that it has its the hotels are a little generic and this, that, and the third, but like they are just taking advantage of every opportunity they possibly can to make them to continue this momentum swing that they're on and just put themselves at the forefront of everything to do with the attractions industry, really.
Yeah, and I mean they're even opening family parks now as well. Like they've got so much going. Like the one in Texas is just a straight up family park. That looks
like
incredible.
more kid centric park. The more kid centric park. The year round horror experience in Vegas.
Yeah.
Obviously Epic Universe, the crown jewel, and then the
GB.
What did I literally just said it. Donkey Kong Country in Universal Studios Japan, and then moving on getting this UK project approved as well. Like they're fucking taking every opportunity to.
Man, they should.
It's firmly on the gas,
basically dominate the attractions industry, and it's wild to see just like this. They're on a massive winning streak.
Yeah, it's literally like, what's next? Like, it just feels like there's project after project after project after project after redo after revamp after retheme after it's just.
It just got shown that Intamin is basically all but approved and confirmed for the replacement for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket.
Yeah.
There was permits, wasn't there, recently?
Yeah. Like how quickly they're moving on every single little thing. It's actually crazy to see. It's really impressive.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's exciting. It's very exciting to be a Universal fan for sure.
Absolutely.
And it's just to be fair, like some people who listen to this podcast might never go to Universal Studios or go to Orlando, but and some people will, and some people would have been. So it's like, get in the comments. What do you guys think about everything that's going on with Universal in Orlando, potentially in GB? And what are you most looking forward to out of Epic Universe as well? It'd be interesting to see. And if you're going, let us know if you're going as well in the comments. But I think we've done enough for tonight. If you guys are happy to sign off. And thanks for watching. And hopefully everyone who's listening back, thanks for abandoning us for a TV program. We appreciate it. Traitors. Yeah. Literally. But if you are listening to this on your favorite podcast streaming method, then please check out our YouTube channel. We're almost at 500 subscribers now, so head on over there and give us a subscribe. And we'll catch you next Wednesday. We're going to try 3 in a row. See how we do.
We're on a winning streak.
We're on a winning streak. Yeah, move over, Universal. Bye.